What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got a game 2 of the Joe Peck mini tournament. Now, if you watched game 1, I crushed the Ogre player with my Orc horde, and also, coincidentally, Len, the Saurian ancient army of Len, has crushed their opponent. And so, we're on the top table. We didn't even get to choose because Joe was like, he's going to let the low tables choose their tables. So we got the last table, and guess what? It was the freaking same table I was already on. So at least I didn't have to move my army, which is good note. But I wanted different scenery. I mean, I'm doing YouTube reports, man. I want different scenery. Anyways, we're going to go over what he brought. 2,400 points, round 2, doing good so far. Let's see how it goes, all right? So we're going to start off with my army. Look at this. I found a picture. 40, or it's not 40, it's like 38 Orc Ed Bashers. That is a big squad. It looks huge. It looks crazily huge. Now, they do have the BSB. He's on the right side with the banner, obviously, the big freaking banner. And then I do have a level 4 Shaman, which is like the third one from the left. Besides that, it's all just regular Orc Ed Bashers. They did pretty good. They were kind of the all-stars in first turn, even though I gave it to the Nashers. In the back, you can kind of see them. There's the goblin, cave goblins with Madgets, and then in the far left, you can see King Koopa on the far left. All right, so over here, I got my Wyvern boss, War Boss Dread Irontooth with Nidhogg. And then over here I have the Dragon Rammer, the internet famous Dragon Rammer, Orc Chariot with heavier armor. Here's my MVPs of the last game, the Nasher Herd. Over here I got, this is the long shot on a wolf. I have the Laba, the rock thrower, splatterer. And then I have my Gargantula. I also have, to the right of the Gargantula, a unit of forest goblins. So they have the poison banner, and that's about it. That's my army. I think I might be missing something, but whatever. As for my spells, I got the Beast Within, the Wild Hunt. I got the Insect Swarm, or whatever that is called, the just throwing swarms of insects at people, strength 1, 5v6. I have Inner Fury. I have Raging Storm, and then over here I got Glimpse of the End, Orb of Blackness, and Shadow Miasma, as well as the Tribute Shadow Step. As you can see, we lined up Battle Line again. We actually rolled for a random objective, and it was Battle Line again. So this is kind of how I lined up. I just dumped my army first because I do not want his skinks, his chameleons, just getting advantages all over where his placement is. So I know he's going to outshoot me. I have to rush him. I'm going to go ahead and just try to kill what I can. As you can see, I don't think I have pictures of his armies up front. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I don't know. We'll find out. Yes, there we go. On the left, he has skinks. In the front, he has skinks. In the back, he has skinks. He has 2, I don't know what they're called, but they're flame-throwing, like, salamander monsters that shoot fireballs out of their mouth, and it just, like, burns whoever's in the way. And then in the far back right corner, he has a unit of Caimans. He's been playing the Caimans more just because of his game with me where he beat the shit out of me with his Caimans. So he has 8 Caimans on the back left. On the far right over here, he has a huge block of Temple Guard. I don't know. I think they're still Temple Guard. I keep on forgetting the names here. And then he has his big fat Slan in the corner there. That whole unit is stubborn as long as the Slan's alive. He has more skinks and more skinks. And then over here he has his unit of warriors in the far right, top right. He has a unit of pterodactyl rider guys, and then he has more skinks and more skinks. Those are chameleon skinks. I gave him nowhere on my side of the board where he could scout on me or on the side of me, so he has to be facing forward, so that way I don't get turned around on anybody. But turn 1, I'm definitely going to take my Vanguard. I have my long shot come up this way. I have long shot on the far left. My whole strategy is he has a 24-inch range shot. Just start picking off some of the chameleons, because the chameleons have -2 to hit, but long shot always hits on a 4. So that's my whole goal here. Just keep long shot pretty much at distance from them. As long as he could get to one of them, he'll be able to shoot them. He's going to go ahead and Vanguard. He moves his Pterodon Riders over here. And it's going to go ahead and do Orcs and Goblins turn 1. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. I just move everything forward. Everything's going for it. My boss kind of sits in the back just a little bit, but not too far in the back. But I have to just rush him. I am facing my Orcs to just go straight for either the Caimans or his big Temple Guard unit. I'm worried about the Nashers. The Nashers have no armor. They're only toughness 3. They can get shot to shit in one turn. And he has those guys who drop rocks. I mean, they could get killed pretty quickly. But I figured if I put 2 threats in there, I have the Gargantula and them, that he'll probably reach for the Gargantula first. Magic phase, I got 10 power dice. And I go ahead and I throw up, what spell did I throw up? I forgot which spell I threw up. I think I threw up, it was Raging Storm. And I don't have a picture of it. But it was Raging Storm, and I threw it onto the Pterodon Rider, so that way they cannot fly and drop rocks on anybody. So they can't fly for a turn. I use the Wild Hunt on my unit here, and I move them up a couple more inches. I go ahead and I throw up Shadow Miasma on these guys, and it gets off. And I lower their ballistic skill by 1, so it's making them harder to get their poisons off. And then I go ahead and I throw up the Swarm of Insects, and I get it off, but I get it off. He dispels it, and then I go ahead and I throw up the plus toughness, and I just failed that one outright. Shooting phase, long shot's gonna go ahead and shoot at some chameleons, and he only kills off 2 of them. That kind of sucks. This is going to be, I believe, the web launcher. The web launcher is going to go ahead and aim at these guys. It drifts off and ends up hitting these guys, so it's going to slow them down and lower their initiative. Not that it does much. I don't even think I killed one. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the splatterer at these guys. I'm actually aiming for these with the splatterer because I hope to kill at least 1, and sure enough, I kill 1. And that is it for my impressive turn 1. At least I got some movement done, and we're going to go ahead into Saurian Ancient's turn 1. He is putting his guard in this building. So everybody's in this building. I think there's supposed to be a limitation, like 20 in the building or something. I don't remember, but it didn't matter. He put everybody in the building. He has his general sitting there like a little fat bastard. He's moving everybody up like this. All his skinks are coming up. And his Cayman and his warriors sit back for a bit. He gets 11 power dice. Holy shit! Holy shit! That hurts because his level 4 basically gets all these spells, and he just has so many to choose from. But basically, for turn 1, he goes ahead and does the first spell. He fails it, so he loses his caster level. Then he goes ahead and throws up something, and I dispel it. And then he goes ahead and throws up something, and I believe I dispel scrolled it because I just didn't have. I want to be able to get as many healthy guys in turn 1 as I can. So he's gonna go ahead and start shooting phase. Shooting phase. He does these chameleons right here, and the chameleons are gonna shoot their blowpipes, double tap, close range. Oh my god, they get off 4 fucking wounds on my Gargantula. Ouch! I think they got like 8 wounds, and I armor saved half, but damn. He's going to go ahead and shoot these other guys with the javelins at him, and they do 1 more wound. That sucks. He shoots these other chameleons at him, and they do 1 more wound. Holy shit, he's going for a freaking one-shotting my my Gargantula on turn 1. He's going to go ahead and shoot these guys. They don't reach my Gargantula, though, thank God. And he shoots them at my Orcs. Now my Orcs have the Ironhide banner, so they're going to go ahead and get some ward saves, and only 1 guy died. He's going to go ahead and shoot more of them, and he ends up killing off 1 more guy. And then these guys are going to go ahead and shoot, and they kill off 1 more guy. Now they actually were doing like 3 or 4 wounds, but I got a 6-up armor and a 6-up or 5-up ward, so they were some of them were getting away on their skin. His freaking Flameodon here, I don't know what the hell this thing's named is, but it's going to go ahead and shoot its fireball. It hits it right here, and it goes right through this whole side of the guys, and it ends up killing off. Look at this. 2, 4, 6 of them. That's crazy. I'm going to let this ambulance go by really quick so you guys don't hear it. Alright, so then he goes ahead and he shoots the second one. The second one goes ahead and burns, and it gets right in the front there. It ends up crisping off 2 more guys. Holy shit, man. That hurt. Look at that. It took out a good... In one shooting phase, he took out about 12 of my Orcs. That's nuts. He took out a good chunk of my Orcs. But that was it for his shooting. We're going to Orcs and Goblins turn 2. I'm charging with my squigs. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not charging this. I'm charging this, or I'm charging his skinks with dread. And I'm like, fuck the bullshit. Because if I charged with my Nashers, he can stand and shoot, kill some. But in all fairness, I want my Nashers to hit the building. So I'm trying to get the little guys out of the way. If he's stuck, I was going to probably just charge anyways with them. But sure enough, I charge him with Dread. Dread has a good 2-up armor. He ain't going to get injured by these guys. So they're going to go ahead and flee. They flee out the back. When they flee out the back, they have to flee through the building. And they lose... Holy shit! They lose 6 guys due to the building dangerous terrains. Wow. I redirect into the other unit, and they fleed, but I caught them, and I ate them up, and they're dead. And sure enough, Dread's going to sit right there, right in front of the building, like a boss, just going to sit there like, are you guys going to charge me or what? Koopa is charging over here into the side flank of these skinks. They fleed, and they're going to pop out all these other guys, cause one of the flamers to flee. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, they pop up that way. My chariot goes, charges the flamer, it flees, and then he's going to try to redirect into the skinks. And I think they're going to stand and shoot on that guy. And that was basically it. Koopa's going to fail charge because he couldn't get into anything redirected. Longshot still coming up, going for those chameleons. The forest goblins, I'm going to go ahead and give them the task of taking out that one flamer right there. And then the Gargantula came up this way. I mean, there was really nothing else I could do with the Gargantula because he's already injured. And those freaking chameleons are just going to pop up wherever they want. So I was like, well, if he lives, he's going to stand over here and try to protect the boss for a turn. Magic phase, I got what the hell is this shit? 2 dice. I also failed to charge with the Nashers into the building. I really wanted the Nashers to get right into his general's unit and just start eating up some of those Temple Guard. Anyways, I got 2 dice. I go ahead and I throw up Orb of Blackness. Now this is honestly just a Hail Mary. I only got 2 dice, and I really can't do much right now, but I throw it right here to block his line of sight of charging my general with his whole block of guys. It really is going to put a block right there, basically because if he does, I think it counts as dangerous terrain, but I think it counts as obscuring, so he can't really declare a charge if he can't see me, and he literally is... the thing that scared me about that unit was actually his spears, because they have lethal strike. So if he got, 4 lethal strikes off, and I could only regen. No, I can't regen. I got ward saves. I mean, that's it. That'll hurt. That'll hurt me big time. So I put that there, protecting my boss. Shooting phase. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the forest goblins at the flamer, and I only do 2 wounds. God damn it! I was really hoping. I didn't even know they had freaking scaly skin. So he got scaly skin scaly skin saves. And sure enough, he only took 2 wounds, and I'm like, son of a bitch, that really sucked. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my goblins, my regular cave goblins, at the pterodons, and I end up doing 1 wound. I end up shooting the not the web launcher. I think this might be the web launcher at the Razordon or the Flamerdon, whatever it's called. And sure enough, it drifts off and does absolutely nothing this way. God damn it! I'm trying so hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the rock splatterer at that. Actually, I don't think I go for him on that. I just like, screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this unit over here. So I shoot it at this unit. Ends up killing off 1 guy. And I was just like, God damn it, he's gonna live with this freaking flamer, and it's gonna burn my whole side flank of my horde. As for the orc chariot, he did get in contact here. He's gonna go ahead and he did his stand and shoot, I think it was. I think it might have been a stand and shoot. Did 2 wounds. If not, he just did 2 wounds straight out. But sure enough, I go ahead and I crush 5 of them on the impact hits. 5, and then I kill 2 more. And that whole unit's going to run and flee, and they start fleeing off the board. I decided not to chase. I decided to just turn and face towards the next target I want to ram, because if I chased them, I would have hit the trees, and if I hit the trees, I would probably have blown up my chariot. As for, I think it's his turn. Yeah, it is his turn. Saurian Ancient's turn 2. He's going to go ahead and, these guys fleed off the table. Good. His pterodons and his flamer pop up here onto my side flank, and I'm like, son of a bitch, here it goes, And sure enough, these guys moved right behind my Gargantula. He's thinning out. I mean, all his skinks are running somewhere. So sure enough, I got like everybody kind of thinned out. He did move up his unit a little bit over there. Magic Face, he got another 11 power dice. God damn it! He's gonna go ahead and shoot at my boss some magic bolts or something like that. And it misfires actually. It does. He miscasts. He takes a wound. All his wizards on the same side of the table take a wound, but it fails to wound my general at all, which is awesome. Over here, shooting phase. I think nothing else would happen with his magic that was notable. Shooting phase, his flamer misfires when he had a perfect side flank shot, and it just blows up and dies. He takes one wound. Oh my god, that's awesome. That saved the majority of my orcs' lives. Over here though, his chameleons, whoo, they went to town on the A-Rock, killed him. That sucked. I mean, that was coming. He just got way too many wounds on that first turn, and I couldn't do anything about that. He killed my A-Rock. But that was about it for his turn. We're gonna go into Orcs and Goblins turn 3. I'm charging the fucking building. Let's do this. I could get 3 monstrous cavalry in the building, which is my boss, and I could get 7 more Nashers in. So I'm charging them both in. I'm calling out the Wog. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck somebody up, man. I go ahead and I charge my Orc Chariot into those guys over there. Sure enough, they get in. His other guys fleed. Orc Chariot's gonna have to fail charge, and he gets right in my way of my Orc Horde right there. That sucks. I don't know why. Maybe Koopa was too far away, but I don't know why I didn't charge the rear of the Pterodons with Koopa. That's a very interesting situation there. I don't know. Maybe he just moved up there. I don't know. Anyways, but I'm gonna go ahead and shoot him with the Force Goblins anyways. And then Longshot is still lining up to kill some chameleons. Magic Phase got 4 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up Shadow Miasma, and he dispels it. I go ahead and I throw up, I think this is on the unit in the building, to be honest. I go ahead and I throw up Glimpse of the End and Inner Fury. Inner Fury was just try to give my Nashers Frenzy, and Glimpse of the End, I think I actually got it off. It's just -1 toughness. Shooting phase, Longshot's gonna go ahead and kill off those chameleons. Bam, bam, bam! Killed all 3 of them. Nice! Good job. So he's down to, I think, just that 1 set of chameleons left. Maybe he has 2. But I'm getting closer to killing off all his chameleons. His flamer right there that you can see right now, he ends up fleeing because that unit blew up right next to him, and then he ends up running off the table, which is great. Over here, all my forest goblins, they're going to go ahead and shoot, and they kill off 2 of the Pterodon riders, but 1's still alive. My rock lava is going to go ahead and shoot at this unit here, ends up flying off doing absolutely nothing, and then the web launcher, I think, didn't. No, the web launcher's dead. Never mind. Over here, he fucking challenges me. God damn it! This is the one flaw of having a wyvern boss, is everybody just like challenge. And he's just like, I'm gonna kill you with fucking like 10 attacks and nothing. Alright, so my Nashers go. My Nashers end up killing off 5 of his guys inside the house. My boss goes, and my boss obviously kills off his dude. He goes, and he ends up killing off 8 of my Nashers. Now, I charged. I did 5 wounds. Okay? I have 1 rank. Alright? And I probably killed his guy. I think I whiffed like 7 attacks on his little dude. And I only killed him with like 1. I think like the stomp or something like that. But, so I didn't get overkill bonus on that by much. So I'm at 8. He's at 8, and he has a banner. So he's going to cause me to fail. But we're going to go ahead. I think he chooses for me to. We messed this one up. I should have been able to be pushed back or run, and he could have chased me. But we didn't know how to play it entirely, and we were like on a time crunch. So we were just like, screw it. So we were like, you could just pick to stay in the building or not to stay in the building. He's like, just stay in the building. So I stayed in the building, and sure enough, it's gonna start off his turn. Saurian Ancient's turn. Turn 2 or turn 3. I mean, he's gonna charge his warriors right into my general. I'm like, son of a bitch. Magic Face. He got 9 power dice, and he's gonna go ahead and what did he do? Oh, he moved his Pterodon Rider over here, and his magic, you know what it is? He doesn't have cards for his magic phases. That's why I don't have pictures. But he's going to go ahead and do some stuff, and I don't have really what I could do. But since he moved his Pterodon Rider over here, it's going to cause my Maggots to pop and release. So instead of throwing him through my his Pterodon and killing off my Orc Chariot, I decided to throw him this way towards the Chameleons, and hopefully it hits a Chameleon. Hopefully. Who knows? Over here, he challenges my General. He figures the max I could get is 4 overkill, and he's going to have 2 rank spanner and a charge, and that's a 4, so that evens out, and all he has to do is kill more of my Nashers, then my Nashers kill his Temple Guard. So sure enough, my boss kills him, gets an overkill bonus of 5, I think, actually. Maybe it was 4. I don't remember. Sure enough, my Nashers, they kill like another 7 Temple Guard. These guys are freaking ridiculous when they're fighting something slower than them. I love it. Only 7 of them killed 7 of them. That's awesome. Half of them hit and wounded. And sure enough, he's going to go ahead and attack back, and he kills off a shit ton of them. Oh, man, he just destroyed those Nashers. There's only a couple left. Sure enough, I'm going to go ahead and fail. Or not fail. I'm going to go ahead and I lose combat. I have to roll, and my Nashers make it. My General doesn't. Son of a bitch. And I run, and he chases me down with just the Warriors. And the Warriors kill my General. Oh, shit. I needed like a 6. And I failed. I just failed big time. I was just like, son of a bitch. I rolled like a 12. Oh, man. He killed off Dread. Dread was fucking up people. I don't care what he says. What you guys say. Dread did fine. My Nashers were doing great. It's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 4. I'm going to go ahead and charge this building again with the Nashers. And you know what? I still have one more turn. There's only like 6 of them left. If I leave them outside, they're going to get shot at by skinks. Might as well kill more Temple Guard is what I figure. I'm going to try to charge a side flank here with my Goblins into his Warriors. And I couldn't charge here because my Orc Chariot was in the way. So, well, actually I did. I charged his Pterodon. He moved his Pterodon right here to chaff me up. And I moved long shot right behind everybody because he could shoot with hard cover. He doesn't care. He still hits on 4s. So he's moving back here. Koopa's moving to the side flank of the Caimans. He has the Bane Beast Halberd, so if he gets into the side flank of the Caimans, he could hopefully kill like 6 Caimans or 2. I mean, not 6, like 2 maybe. Outright 6 wounds. I meant. Magic Phase got 8 power dice. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up Beast Within on these guys. I get double 6s though, which sucks. But sure enough, it causes me to blow up a small template, kill off about 5 of my Orc boys here, just to give those guys +1 strength and toughness. And I think that was it. Miscast caused me to lose a couple dice, and whatever I casted after that, he's gonna dispel. So shooting phase, these guys over here, they end up shooting, I think, at the Cayman now. They might be shooting, if not, I think it was at the Cayman. But I failed to do any wounds. Long shot's gonna go ahead and shoot at some skinks. He ends up killing off 3 more skinks over there. This fanatic moves through this unit here. Holy shit, I think I was supposed to do this on compulsory move stage, but I forgot to do it. He moves through here, ends up killing 2 of his guys. Obviously my Goblins failed to charge here. My Splatterer's going, and it misfires at a crucial moment. Of course it always misfires. And then, did it misfire? Oh, that's actually my Nashers. My Nashers kill off 3 of his Temple Guard. He's going to go ahead and attack back. He ends up killing off my Nashers. I think I killed a total like 14 or 15 Temple Guard out of 30. So I had a good chunk done. If my General actually stayed in combat in that building, I would have been able to kill off those other 14 and get to his boss. But my General failed, obviously. Over here, his Pterodon ends up killing off one of my Orc boys. My Orc boys kill off the Pterodon, and it's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Saurian Ancient's turn 4, I think this is. He goes straight into Magic. Magic phase, he got 9 power dice. And he's going to throw up a fireball, kill off 4 of these guys. He's going to go ahead and throw up a lightning spell and kills off like 4 more. Oh, that sucks. And that was it. He had nobody in close combat. He did move his Cayman a little bit so I don't flank him as easy. Turn 5, Orcs and Goblins. I'm going to go ahead and charge. Oh, as you can see, he chaffed me up here. I'm going to go ahead and charge the chaff right here, right in front of my face. And he's going to flee. He flees, and I'm going to redirect him to his other guys over there. I'm going to try to do a long charge of my Orcs into his Cayman. And I don't charge his warriors on the right by the Goblins anymore because they reformed facing forward, and if forward facing flank, I'm not going to be able to live that. So these guys fleed back here. Sure enough, my Orc chariot fails charge. My Orc boys fail charge. Koopa's still in the flank. The forest goblins move in the forest. This is not looking good. So what's happening here? He moved the skinks up over here. So I moved long shot literally 24 inches away from these guys to shoot at them. I did a bad job at placement though. I should have been able to put long shot 24 inches from just the one instead of all 5. So that way he could just shoot at them and technically kill a bunch without them being close enough to reach him. As for my Goblin Fanatic, as you can see, he's just kind of like coming this way. Yeah, my Goblin Fanatic, he ends up going right through that unit and popping out the other side and stopping right in front of them. He ends up killing off like one guy again, which is nothing, but he's just at least killing off stuff. That's awesome. Magic Phase got 6 power dice. I'm going to go ahead and throw up Insect of Swarms, or Swarm of Insects, whatever. End up blowing up this unit, killing off like 3 or 4 of those guys that were left. Only 1 remaining. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw up Shadow Miasma, slow these guys' movement down, and I get a 3, so they can't move for shit, so they can't charge my Goblins. I'm going to go ahead and throw up Inner Rage, and I fail that one. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and shoot all my my bow shots at these guys. I end up doing 1 wound with the bow shots, and that is it. This is getting nasty here. It's going to go into Saurian Ancients, turn 5. He's going to go ahead and charge his Cayman into my unit here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. I'm like, I can't really, I mean, like, I am faster. I'll hopefully kill like maybe a couple of them, but as you can see, my unit is done. It's whittled down. There's not much to it. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Scepter of Command right now though, as he charges in, and sure enough, he gets in. Over here, he moves his guys closer to shoot at long shot. Magic Phase, he got 12 power dice. He's gonna go ahead and throw a lightning bolt at my chariot, blows up my chariot. He's going to go ahead and buff these guys, gives them rerolls to hits or something like that, and I don't remember what else. He gives them 3 buffs total, though, and I don't know what those are because they're all just coins there. Just tell me what buffs they are. He shoots his skinks at long shot. They do 1 wound onto long shot, and sure enough, my Orc boys go. They kill off 1 Cayman only. He goes ahead and attacks my BSB, kills my BSB. He goes ahead and kills majority of the unit. My Shaman's still there, and my Shaman hits this Crown of Command or Crown of Stability because that's the one who had the crown, and he's going to be stubborn there, and that is the end of the game. We could have went another turn, but we were talking about it. If I go for another turn, it's just suicide. Even if I charge his side flank with my Forest Goblins in the rear with Koopa, he's probably going to kill my Shaman and kill Koopa most likely. So we just call it quits. We're like, he won. It's a 15-5 victory for the Saurian Ancients. As for what I could have done better, you know, that's a tough one. I probably should give my juicy units a further target on turn 1 instead of moving up to him right away. Keeping the high toughness, low armor save monster further away from the chameleons, and that's something that I have to pay attention to on whenever I'm playing against Saurian Ancients. Give something with high armor like Koopa and throw him right at those chameleons right at the beginning, just because he would be able to soak up most of the shots because he has a high armor save, and they really can't do shit to him. As for the rest of the units, I mean, honestly, Len played a good game. He blew the crap out of my main bunker of Orcs before they got into combat. That's what his army is made for. Just to shoot. And even when by 5-up Ironhide Banner, 5-up Ironhide Banner saved a lot of lives actually, but it made up its points easily. The way Len looks at it is, You know, just say one orc boy with extra hand weapons is like 9 to 10 points. Just say 10 points. That banner is 25 points, so it saves at least 3 boys' lives. It paid for itself, and it did. It saved at least like 8 or 9 boys' lives. But it was really rough. It sucked that my general died. My general shouldn't have ran, to be honest, and that's partially my fault. It actually should have been pushed back on the other turn, and all the combat res didn't matter if it hit my general with his charge, because my general would have been able to fuck him up, and that combat res wouldn't have stuck, more or less, because he would have had charge ranks and a banner, and my general would have been able to overkill 4 on a challenge. And if he didn't challenge and went straight for my general would have been able to kill a lot more than just 4. So yeah, that would have made a bigger change in the game. As for my Nashers did great. They killed off a good chunk of Temple Guard. Unfortunately, I put a big dent on the Temple Guard, but I didn't finish off the job. I put a dent onto his Warriors, didn't finish off the job. I put a dent into his Caimans, didn't finish off the job. What I really did kill was a shit ton of skinks. I killed a shit ton of skinks. The thing that his MVP, I think, is that stupid Razodons or Flamadons, whatever they're called, the Flamers. They just burned the crisp out of my unit. They killed off a good chunk of guys. Between the two of them, they killed probably close to 20 of my orcs. So that's pretty rough. As for my MVP, actually, I'm probably gonna have to give it to Longshot. Longshot was killing off the chameleon skinks, which was a big help, because those guys could be a big pain in the ass. Koopa didn't do shit again this game. The Force Goblins really didn't get in combat because they were a little too far, and when they did, they just shot at some guys, and they never killed anybody that they were shooting at. My Orc boys did put a threat on the board, but they didn't do much. My Orc Chariot did kill a couple guys, but really didn't do much other than like clear up chaff. My Gargantula died way too soon. My Orc Shaman did a lot of stuff in this game, and my Orc Shaman really is still sticking in there, so he probably deserves the MVP award. My General did deserve the MVP award before he ran off the table and died, and my Splatterer didn't do much. So my Nashers are probably the next up, which did 15 wounds onto Temple Guard, but I'm going to give it to Longshot. He was clearing up the chaff. He was doing a good job. He was picking off people. So Longshot, buddy, you got your first MVP award. Besides that, guys, I have one more game. I'm still in a good position on the tournament, because that big 20-0 win, or 19-1 win. But I got 5 points on this, so that puts me at like 24. Puts me right in the center, really. But I got a good chance of if I mop up this game, I might be able to bounce back. But I'm going against Fergus, and his demons army is not his demons. I think they are demons. I don't know what the hell they're called. Demons of something. But I'm going to be playing him next, and that game's going to be a fun game. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments or feedback, leave it down below. And if you guys have any comments or feedback on who do you think the MVP should have been, please just put it in there. I like to hear feedback. I like to hear all your guys' feedback, so the more feedback, the better. And I always try to respond back when I can. If you guys have anything else to say, please say it, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace.